Welcome to the STRAC Whole Blood app. Here, the application will ask for either the user's phone number or email address to get started. We recommend using the phone number of the device being used, as the verification code is sent more quickly via SMS. Once your phone number has been entered, you will receive a 6-digit verification code. On iOS devices, as shown here, the verification code can be auto-populated once received by clicking the 6-digit number from Messages. Once verified, select your agency from the drop-down screen and enter your first and last name. If this is a unit phone, it is important to note that the phone number being registered will be tied to the agency and name entered. The Inventory Management page is the home screen for the STRAC Whole Blood application. Here you have 6 options: Initial Receipt, Inventory Check, Inventory Transfer, Return to STPTC, Unusable, and Administer to Patient. Upon receiving a new unit of whole blood, you will need to enter it in the Whole Blood app by clicking on Initial Receipt. This will open a prompt to allow the app to have access to the device's camera in order to scan the bag's barcodes. You will hear an audible confirmation of these scans and will be able to submit the bag into the system once the device has captured all 4 barcodes and the user has clicked Submit. An inventory check should be conducted daily for all whole blood units that are deployed across the STRAC region. It is recommended that the daily inventory check be done in conjunction with the daily tick-pack inspection. To do an inventory check, simply click on Inventory Check, scan just the top left barcode on your bag of whole blood, and hit Submit. If a unit of whole blood is identified as unusable by a provider, it must be acknowledged within the system. To do so, the user would simply click on Unusable, scan the bag, and enter a short description on why the unit cannot be used. The future version of the app will have a short drop-down list with the most common reasons, as well as an Other option that will open a comment text box to allow the user to provide a short description. After a unit of whole blood has been administered to a patient, you will need to log into the Whole Blood application and select Administer to Patient. Once inside the portal, you can scan the bag's top left barcode, capture a photo of the completed STRAC pre-hospital blood product transfusion record form, and hit Submit. To change the username or agency, tap the Head & Shoulders icon on the top right of the home screen. Click on My Profile, select the correct agency, or modify the first and last name prior to clicking Submit. This would most commonly come into play if the device being used is a unit phone, as it will be tied to the first and last name used during initial registration or the last user to modify that profile. If a unit phone is being utilized for the Whole Blood application, it is recommended that the user updates the first and last name in the profile to reflect the provider using the app. Access to the STRAC Whole Blood web application is made by visiting the easy-to-remember URL of blood.strac.org. You do not need to download any applications for the STRAC Whole Blood app to work. If you're experiencing issues with the application or have feedback, we ask that you please email us at support@strac.org.